What's going on, everyone? Charlie here. Good morning. We have quite a bit of filings to talk about. We have one first up out of the MIAX Emerald, and that's an options exchange. This is SR MIAX-2021-37. Notice of filing an immediate effectiveness of a proposed rule change to amend its fee schedule to adopt a tiered pricing structure. We saw a very similar filing the other day out of the MIAX Pearl. So this is almost the exact same thing. I'm just going to run through this real quick to reiterate. The purpose of this, they're going to amend their fee schedule. And if you've been following me now for a while, you know that anything fee related is likely due to market share, liquidity, competition, intra-market competition, inter-market competition, all that good stuff. So I'm just going to run through these super notes real quick and just briefly go over this. So that they're proposing to amend the fee schedule to adopt a tiered pricing structure, just like we saw in the MIAX Pearl. And they're going to basically adopt additional limited service interfaces for market makers. Now, the MIAX Express interface specifically is a connection to MIAX system that enables market makers to submit simple and complex electronic quotes to MIAX. So they're going to add a tiered structure to that to enable competition to be brought to the exchange. Now, they believe a tiered pricing structure will encourage market makers to be more efficient and economical when determining how to connect to the exchange. This should also enable the exchange to better monitor and provide access to the exchange's network to ensure sufficient capacity and headroom in the system. Same purpose as the Pearl. Now, again, the system means the automated trading system used by the exchange, and the term market maker refers to lead market makers, primary lead market makers, and registered market makers collectively. So additional limited service MEI port tiered pricing structure. So the exchange proposes to amend the fees basically to their limited service MEI ports. Currently, they go on to explain that they allocate 2 full service ports and 2 limited service ports per matching engine to which each market maker connects. Market makers may also request additional limited service ports for each matching engine to which they connect. The full service port, limited service port, and the additional limited service port all include access to the exchange's primary and secondary data centers and its disaster recovery center. Market makers may request additional limited ports for which they are assessed a $100 a month monthly fee for each additional limited service port. This fee has been unchanged since 2016. Badass. So super notes real quick. If you wanted to look into that change or that rule that's been unchanged, that fee that's been unchanged, it's given you a reference to MIAX 2016-47. Now, a full service port provide market makers with the ability to send market maker quotes, e-quotes, and quote purged messages to the system. Now, full ports are also capable of receiving administrative information. Market makers are limited to 2 full service ports per matching engine. Now, limited service ports provide market makers with the ability to send e-quotes and quote purge messages only, but not market maker quotes to the MIAX system. Limited ports are also capable of receiving administrative information. Same thing applies there with the 2 ports per system or per engine. And a matching engine is part of the MIAX electronic system that processes option quotes and trades on symbol-by-symbol basis. Some matching engines will process option classes with multiple root symbols, and other matching engines will be dedicated to one single option root symbol. For example, options on the SPY will be processed by one single matching engine that is dedicated only to SPY. So the changes, the 3rd and 4th additional limited service ports for each matching engine will increase from the current flat monthly fee of $100 to $150 per port. The 5th and 6th additional limited ports for matching engine will increase from the current flat monthly fee of $100 a month to $200 a month per port. Now, the 7th additional limited service port and each limited service port for each matching engine purchased thereafter will increase their fee from $100 to $250 per port. So if it wasn't for all the super notes and all the other shit in there, I could have just opened this PowerPoint and been like, hey, we have a filing out of MIAX. They're looking to increase their flat monthly fees for some of their ports on their matching trading engines for market makers. And in essence, they're trying to increase their market share. They're trying to incorporate a third-party service into their operational costs. They're changing other cost-related items. And the main thing, market share, competition, and liquidity, and to make market makers more efficient in their quoting. So that's basically it. This should be effective as of tomorrow because it's filed and effective immediately, and it's sitting on the register. And just to point out, as of July 30th, 2021, the exchange had a market share of only 6.21% of the U.S. equity options industry for the month of July 2021. Booyah. They're going to need about a little bit more than double that to meet that incentive. So have a good one. And they say right here, the exchange is not aware of any evidence that a market share of approximately 6 to 7% provides the exchange with anti-competitive pricing power. Badass. See y'all on the next one.